Welcome. It's DeLisa's Life Dance, and I'm here at Yerba Buena Gardens in San Francisco, and it looks like the waterfall where today is Martin Luther King's actual birthday on this fantastic Friday. And I wanted to come here before I got to work because it's necessary to catalog that Martin Luther King did lead us all in the civil rights movement. He was assassinated on April 4th, 1968. I think many people have forgotten the civil rights movement and what it stood for. I actually don't believe that because we do have an actual president and vice president that were elected, and we are showing positive movement in that direction. So I just wanted to take a moment to let you see this historical place in San Francisco at Yerba Buena Gardens with the I Have a Dream speech that he delivered. So hang on one moment. This is DeLisa's Life Dance. We talk about health, wellness, and positivity. And I see myself as a positivity ambassador. And we need many more of those because this is the world of duality. And right now, the spotlight is on some really negative stuff. So when you come into the actual spot, this is what you see. No, we are not satisfied, and we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream. And that was delivered in Washington, D.C. in August 1963. I was actually at the March on Washington in 1983 while I was studying at the Howard University in Washington, D.C. But I want to show you, this is another photo here. And this usually has waterfalls falling down in here, but they're doing some construction over here right now. So the water is still okay, but I still want you to understand that it's very important to catalog history and to know that the civil rights movement stood for everyone's rights. And there's no time for a war right now between races. So that was Friday. I'm going to talk a little bit on the Fantastic Friday. I was in San Francisco at the Yerba Buena Gardens. I had some technical difficulty, could not upload it yesterday, so I'm adding on some additions to my Martin Luther King holiday weekend post. So that was a Fantastic Friday, and today's Saturday. I want to add to this video by saying that I was at the Yerba Buena Gardens where they have excerpts and they play Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. And so I wanted to add in some of what you can see, the dream that has come into fruition, because I have Kamala Harris getting ready to introduce Joe Biden. This was after the election, they got on television and she was introducing him and stating what a wonderful president that he will be for the United States. So I like to focus on the positive. So I'll be focusing on that because there's world of duality, negative and positive, and we're getting a whole lot of negative. But I wanted to tell you about, if you don't know who Martin Luther King is, I will be putting some information about Martin Luther King in there. The civil rights movement, apparently there are still Americans that don't really understand the voting process, and everyone's vote does count. It's not divided on a color line in the United States. I think people may be thinking that. I don't really know what they're thinking, but I do want to end this excerpt with Kamala Harris introducing President-elect Joe Biden, and she is the Vice President-elect for 2021. Inauguration is days away, and as most of you around the world are saying, we are still having an inauguration. It will be very different this year, for many reasons, as you all well know. I won't go into it, but I did want to talk about the I have a dream speech, and it's deeply rooted in the American dream. And that's what he says, where all the little children are playing together side by side. And that's actually the history of America that I remember and that I came up with in the 70s. So I'm going to leave you with that. I also want to let you know I do have an excerpt about this book called Freedom. It's a very big book. I use it to educate my children on African American history in America. It's one of many, many books, but I like this one because it's powerful, because it's a photo book. And you don't have to actually read it. But all these pictures, we shall overcome. We have pictures of the civil rights movement. So like, subscribe, share. I was showing you the book. I have limited storage on my phone. I'm going cleaning out caches and doing all that. But it's Martin Luther King weekend. You need to read in my description the different things that I'm putting in there. Also, I'd like to invite everyone to the Oneness event happening in February. I will put the link down there. Health, wellness, positivity. This is what I do on DeLisa's Life Dance, because life is a dance. Hit the thumbs up. Take a listen to the introduction that Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, HU, Howard University, my alma mater, she graduated from there the same year. If you guys know me, you've seen that, seeing me singing all that and being so happy for her. We're so very, very blessed for her leadership and for the leadership of Joe Biden. And we will see you soon. Ciao, ciao.
Experience of loss gives him a sense of purpose that will help us as a nation reclaim our own sense of purpose. And a man with a big heart who loves with abandon. It's his love for Jill, who will be an incredible First Lady. It's his love for Hunter and Ashley and his grandchildren and the entire Biden family. And while I first knew Joe as vice president, I really got to know him as the father who loved Bo, my dear friend who we remember here today. And to my husband, Doug, children Cole and Ella and my sister Maya and our whole family. I love you all more than I can ever express. We are so grateful to Joe and Jill for welcoming our family into theirs on this incredible journey. And to the woman most responsible for my presence here today, my mother, Shamala Gopalan Harris, who is always in our hearts. When she came here from India at the age of 19, she maybe didn't quite imagine this moment, but she believed so deeply in an America where a moment like this is possible. And so I am thinking about her and about the generations of women, Black women, Asian, white, Latina, Native American women who throughout our nation's history have paved the way for this moment tonight. Women who fought and sacrificed so much for equality and liberty and justice for all.